Spices led the Western world to India via the Cape, and sugar brought Indians to South Africa. So it's fair to say that food has been a part of Indian destiny and heritage in our country. Yudhika has taken this as inspiration to present a celebratory South African meal with an Indian twist.
It's 155 years since the arrival of Indians in South Africa, and we're celebrating in the kitchen with dishes that reflect South African diversity. On my menu, chicken tikka pie, tandoori lamb ribs, chili cheese cornbread, and a syrupy semolina cake. I'm starting out with a chili cheese cornbread, and for that, the butter goes into a mixing bowl. 125 grams, and the butter must be soft. Next, 100 grams of sugar, and cream that until it's light and fluffy. The butter's light and fluffy. Now, 3 eggs going in. These are large eggs. And then a tablespoon of flour. I've worked the egg into the butter and the sugar. Now, we've got some milk powder here, about 5 tablespoons. I'm combining all the dry ingredients. So we've got milk powder, mealie meal or maize meal, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and a teaspoon of fine salt. You don't have to sift this, just stir those ingredients together to combine. Now, let's mix the dry ingredients in. Use a spatula and work those ingredients together. Now half the milk going in. And gently work that in. Repeat with the remaining flour and the milk as well. Now, the remaining milk. Again, gently work that around to prevent the milk from splashing about. Now for the magic ingredients. First, green chili. I'm using about a teaspoon, or maybe just a touch more. Cheese, grated cheddar. And then a tin of drained corn kernels. I've also used milk powder in this recipe, which keeps the mealie bread or cornbread quite soft. You can also use cream sweet corn for this. Just remember to reduce the liquid. Fold that through. The ingredients are well incorporated. And now we've got a greased and lined loaf pan. Pour the batter in. That's the last of it. And just smooth it down with a spatula. Now this goes into a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for 40 to 45 minutes. For the syrupy semolina cake, cream some butter and sugar. Soft butter going into the mixing bowl. And then the sugar. And cream these 2 ingredients until they're light and fluffy. Now add 3 large egg yolks, a tablespoon of self-raising flour. Work those ingredients together. The butter and egg yolks are well mixed. And now the flour going in. This is self-raising flour, and then use a spatula and work that together. Once the flour is mixed in, next add double thick Greek yogurt. And this should also be at room temperature. Work that through. Some lemon zest. I'm saving some for the syrup. And then semolina, a cup going in. Cloud of dust. Work the ingredients through, making sure you scrape the bottom of the bowl. I've stiffly beaten some egg white, 3 egg whites with 30 ml of sugar, and that goes in. And gently work that into the batter. And for this, I'm going to use a 20 centimeter ring tin or a bun tin. I've greased that with butter and dusted it lightly with flour. Smooth the batter down with a spatula. Pop this into a preheated oven, 175 degrees Celsius for 35 to 40 minutes. And now for the chicken tikka pie, I'm preparing a sauce. I've already cooked up the chicken tikka, and this is a great way of using up roast chicken and also leftover chicken tikka if you have. First ingredient, sunflower oil into the pan. This is preheated already. And then some onion. Now for the salt, a teaspoon of salt going in. Stir the onions and fry this until they turn golden brown. Now, ginger and garlic paste going in. Next, some red chili powder, about 2 teaspoons. Stir the chili in and then add a tin of chopped tomatoes. Now some ground cumin going in, a teaspoon of ground coriander, garam masala, 1 teaspoon, and a pinch of turmeric. Mix that in and break down the lumps with the back of a wooden spoon. And now add the chicken tikka. Stir the tikka into the sauce. Now add a cup of water. Next, dried fenugreek leaves. You can pick this up at any Indian spice store. The sauce is thickened, and now add some fresh cream. The creamy chicken tikka filling is ready. Scoop the filling and put it into a casserole dish. Chicken tikka can be quite dry, so the sauce prevents it from drying out, keeps it quite moist, and the cream adds a lovely richness. Now for the topping, we've got some boiled potato, and I've grated this already. I've cooked the potatoes in salted water. Now add some melted butter. I've got 100 grams here. And then some roughly chopped coriander. To this, some mango pickle, about 2 heaped tablespoons. Stir those ingredients together and then just scoop that over the filling. Just top that. Make sure it's covered. This goes into a preheated oven, 180 degrees Celsius, and bake it off until it's golden brown. And now for the tandoori lamb ribs. I'm starting out with some full-fat yogurt, and to this add some salt, about a teaspoon and a bit. I'm using fine salt for this. Then red chili powder, and now ground cumin, ginger and garlic paste, ground cardamom, garam masala, and lemon juice. Mix the ingredients together, and this is the marinade. This is a very easy recipe. Scoop up the marinade and smear it over the lamb. I'm using a whole rack of lamb ribs for this. And you can leave this to marinate overnight so all those flavors get into the meat. Melted butter, drizzle that over. And now honey. And then cook this off at 140 degrees Celsius for 2 hours. Turn up the heat to 200 degrees Celsius and cook it until it's golden brown. This is my feast celebrating cultural diversity and 155 years of Indians in South Africa. We've got tandoori lamb ribs, the chicken tikka pie, chili cheese cornbread or savory milli bread, and then the semolina cake. To finish up on the cake, I've got some light lemony syrup that I've prepared with equal quantities of sugar and water, a bit of lemon zest as well, and pour that over the warm cake. I hope you enjoy these recipes.